Where were you the day the world stopped turning? I'm going to show you a series of clips here to remind you of that crazy day, September 11th. The first one's going to illustrate how crazy this whole situation was, the desperation in people's voices. That whenever us on the East Coast, when this was happening, we didn't know what was happening. We knew we were under attack, and at this time, it was time to unite. First clip will show the desperation in voices. The second one, I want you to look at the closest to the left part of the screen, the bottom of that smokestack when the plane hits the building. I want to see if you notice the figure that I noticed. And I watched this live, and I'll tell you in a second where I was. I remember it to the exact second when I saw this. But I want you to see if you see what I saw. Take a look at these clips.
What's the jet doing? What's the other jet doing? Holy fuck!
Oh.
Don't touch it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Here's a second clip. Watch what I see. Right there. There it is. You can see it, bottom left corner of the smokestack. The first smokestack, there's two smokestacks and fireballs. The one in front of it on the side of the tower that's facing us, the bottom of that smokestack, well, I guess middle if you're looking at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see two eyes, a face, a horn. I saw the devil. Call me crazy, but that's the day I knew that the country was under attack. Where were you when the world stopped turning? I was in 8th grade. The first plane hit. And the cameras were on, the TVs were rolling, and I said, well, I'm not going to my second class real quick. I'm going to see what the heck this is. This is kind of crazy. A plane hit the building, and wham, bam, comes the second plane, and it crushes that building. And at that point, me, my social studies teacher, and all my friends at that time, we knew the nation was under attack. And at this point, it was pretty scary. Not as because I was scared who was attacking us. I think all Americans will fight to the end. I'll fight to the end for this country. But it was more the fact that we were under attack, and it was the first time in my lifetime at that point that we've seen an attack on the homeland. So I got out of my next class, and the teacher down there is like, Nato, where are you? Why are you late? And I said, you won't believe it. We're under attack. There's been a terrorist attack. They hit 2 buildings in New York City. Oh, sit down, shut up, you're getting written up. I said, whatever, write me up then. Holy smokes. I couldn't believe it. She wrote me up for being late because she didn't believe me. That was the difference, that we were such a peacetime people at that time. No one could comprehend what happened. The East Coast was on fire. Everything stopped. The parents were calling their kids to hop out of school, and they were telling us that we couldn't leave. They were shutting off TVs. They were keeping us locked up because they wanted to protect us, but we were jumping out of first-story windows. I know I did, the first floor. My dad called us like, get the heck out of there, and same with my friends, too. We all hopped out the front window of the class, the little sliding windows, and ran to our cars and went home. But September 11, 2001, a day that'll never be forgotten. Unfortunately, it is being forgotten. There's so much crazy propaganda and indoctrination happening in the sanitizing of history. They don't want you to remember stuff like this. But what we do need to remember is the most earthiest of tree huggers wanted to fight and get back to who attacked us. And we need to stay and remain vigilant because terrorism is the greatest threat right now to humanity. And right now, with this botched withdrawal of Afghanistan and everything, terrorism now is going to grow even farther and stronger. So remain vigilant. Don't forget what happened. To all of those who've died in 9/11, we pray for you. For all the ones who are psychologically harmed from 9/11, we also pray for you. Remember this, always stand up for liberty. Don't be afraid to challenge the narrative. Never forget 9/11, and never forget the people who perpetrated that evil on us, which made us lose so much of our individual liberty. Until the next time, thank you so much for being a part of the Nino G Show. Never forget.